back for another visit with our resident stargazer, and all they do when you're here, Joyce Jillson, is hand me this envelope, and I haven't looked.
No.
But what is Angie's
Angie's she was saying, Angie's a Libra. We're both Libras and Gemini.
Same as my Jen.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I was wondering why I felt so at ease with
and you know,
Angie.
Libras really, more Libras statistically, I did a whole sort of setup of the women and men on television, and Libra women are more likely to succeed than any other sign on television. There's something, a graciousness and just the ability to come through on the screen in everyone's living room.
Oh, how nice.
And
that is
so,
interesting.
And next year, can I say something for
Sure.
Next year is 83 is your year. And something maybe involving, I've read a few things that you're doing, and that you're going away from what you've done before, but something involving where you play either an intellectual or a lawyer or some kind of an authority figure, because there's something in your chart about that. I don't know if she's going to, but Libra is the sign of the lost. So
next year's a good year for Libras?
Fantastic for her, particularly.
Things will be great at home.
Thank you. Marvelous.
All right.
Robert Vaughn, it says here.
Robert Vaughn is going to be back on television. The man
the Uncle thing,
from Uncle with David McCallum, and he is a Virgo. And Virgos right now are finding that things from the past are coming back to them, whether they're television stars or just people who are kind of unemployed.
Now, Joyce, will this be a movie or a?
This is supposedly a continuing series, but they're going to just think about it as a one-shot thing for now.
David Soul.
David Soul. You think of him as the blonde god, really, of the Virgo. He has dyed his hair very dark to play the Humphrey Bogart part in Casablanca. And apparently a completely different image. In fact, he's going for a more serious acting style with it, with this role. Should be interesting.
Lorna Luft.
Lorna Luft is a Leo, as you are. She's been trying out, or there's real word that she's going to be in the series for Teachers Only with Lynn Redgrave. That they're revamping that somewhat, and that she's going to be maybe one of the continuing characters. Be interesting because we've just thought of her as the singing daughter of Judy Garland, and there is an acting side that she's been doing on Broadway.
She's really a nice girl.
Yes,
she's a funny woman.
And beautiful.
Yeah, she's funny. If I pronounce it the way it's typed here, it'd be Bo Derkick. But it's Bo Derek, I'm sure they mean.
I think the typewriter was trying to tell us something.
A typewriter burped or something, I don't know what.
She is a Scorpio, and what we're seeing for Scorpios is they are moving into an independent cycle. For one thing, she is not going to be doing Pirate Annie for CBS. There's the change in the Adam and Eve picture that she was doing for Universal, and we may have misinterpreted her strength, because I think that she is probably going to be leaving him in some sense, if not the professional sense, maybe in the personal sense, and reactivating her John Derek, and moving into a new phase of it, because she's right now poised.
She's had a setback, I would say.
Yes, and there's a lot of gumption in a Scorpio right now, and they're really able to conquer things that haven't been going right, and I think she's going to do it, but do it alone.
Brooke Shields. You
know what Brooke Shields is doing? She's a Gemini. She's taking singing lessons. She wants to sort of have a well-rounded career, and she's studying with some of the operatic teachers that teach Anna Moffo in New York.
You can't teach anybody to sing. You can improve it, but they've got to have the gift there to start with. And Burt Reynolds, I got to get this in before we go.
Burt Reynolds has been named to be the professor of theater at the Florida State University.
How about that?
Yes, he's Professor Reynolds. We'll be talking to him.
He's doing a play down at his theater.
Aquarius.
Which is so...
That's right. Angie knows all these things.
Bert.
But
what do you mean, Bert? What does that mean? You're not going to leave us with that, are you, Angie?
Well, who wouldn't want to know his sign and therefore find it out? And I love him.
Oh, he's terrific.
Yeah, I interrupted again, but I couldn't resist it.
Please stay for our next guest, acupuncturist Zion Yu. Stick with us.